Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sprawl here on the Shadowcasters Network. The Sprawl is a cyberpunk tabletop RPG powered by the Apocalypse by Hamish Cameron, and we're excited to play it. I'm Oz, I am your Master of Ceremonies, and we are back for episode 4. Very excited.
Yeah.
How's everybody tonight?
Yeah. Good.
Or today, rather.
back.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, unfortunately we had to miss our last episode, but we missed it, but we didn't because we got to play some awesome Fiasco game tabletop RPG, which without Allie, unfortunately, but it's okay. It gave us a nice breather to consider all the stuff.
It was a good show, a very good show. I enjoyed doing that immensely.
Oh yes, nothing weird.
I need to go back and watch that now. Other things I have been told.
So let's go ahead and go around and introduce ourselves, and then we'll go ahead and get started with. Then we'll recap what's been going on. And then we'll go ahead and get started. So going left and working my way around. So Sinon, played by Palmer.
Well, that pretty much covers most of it. I am Palmer, and I will be playing Sinon today, the infiltrator face, who is currently in a boardroom in a floating island facility with the director of the facility, some security guards, and Angel. So that's going to be fun. Yeah. And you might know me as the producer of Radio Free Detroit. If this is your first time hanging around, check it out, and I'll post some links later on at the end.
Awesome. All right, Nathan playing Geppetto.
Hi, hello, I'm Nathan Blades. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I play Geppetto, the non-binary pusher who thinks that all robots should have the same rights as people. I work for the robotics company Memory Gold, and as such, I am decked out in gold excellence today. Yes, great. And I'm looking forward to this disaster. I also am the GM for the tabletop actual play, The Talent Agency.
Nice. Next, Myson playing Whistleblower.
Hi, I'm Whistleblower. I will be your resident hacker today, and I am 100 miles or so away from the team, completely in the safety of my cozy couch and my Doritos and Mountain Dew, or whatever equivalent we have here. Otherwise, I am the upcoming game master / private detective in our upcoming podcast, The Chrome City Chronicles, launching next week. This week, in fact, 6 days. Holy cow.
Woo!
Time flies.
Get hype. And finally, Allison playing our killer Angel.
Hi! It's good to be back. Well, that's really it. I'm Allison. I play our killer Angel. Currently followed Sinon into the boardroom and kind of just tried to bite a robot? She all right? I think so. You might also know me as a variety streamer here on Twitch. And I've also got my fingers in a couple other pies that you may see. Also, apparently SCN's photog at Gen Con?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Gen Con, if you are going to Gen Con, so me, Myson, and Allison will be there, and we'll I think one particular day we'll be dressed up in our Sprawl getup. So there's going to be some cool photo ops there. And then, and just in general, we've got panels, and I'll probably run a game of Shadowrun Anarchy for whoever wants in, and it'll be cool stuff.
And I'll be running Shadowrun 6th edition for 3 days.
Yeah. Allie, what are you planning on doing at Gen Con? Being awesome.
I'd love to go to Gen Con, but
she's got no plans.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted as I am. No, my plan is to walk around and take in the sights of the big city and I don't know.
Thank goodness there's plenty of mileage to walk. There's a
walking around, going through camera batteries like nothing else.
Sweet.
Pretty much.
All right. Then, and finally, I'm Oz. I am your Master of Ceremonies. That is the game master in this system. I play all of the other characters, the NPCs in this game, and make sure that things go poorly as possible for the team.
Hey now.
Before we get started, I see we have already a couple of people that have been chipping away at our stream boss, which is up here. That stream boss is a way for you guys to help us in chat, to help us with rerolls. Rerolls in a Powered by the Apocalypse game are incredibly important to keeping this team alive, and they are in the heart of the beast. So any bits, donations, subs, and follows will chip away at that, and then every time that the stream boss resets, your name is in lights, and we drop a reroll into their pool. So
I should probably do something about that, huh?
Hey, thanks for that sub, Digit Alley.
Kill the boss.
Welcome.
Hey, that's me.
Welcome to our stream.
I had to make the Runer reference because I think I'm about to go Runer up this bitch. So
Boss.
good. Yes. I'm itching to shoot somebody. That's probably really bad out of context. I'm sorry.
A little bit. Maybe try, don't shoot somebody right away. Let's see.
Yeah. I don't know if somebody else pulls a gun. All bets are off the table. Gloves come off. Let's go.
So let's discuss what's occurred so far. You are all deep in the Memory Gold floating island factory of smart mechas, and your goal is to escort your android Express, who has a prototype capability of multitasking perfectly, and basically get him to the central server, the main server of the factory, and sabotage the entire factory's production, causing millions and millions of dollars in total losses for Memory Gold. So let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, this is something in the realm of the character voice that I use for this. Good.
It's close enough. Oh boy.
All right. So let's see where I got that. Here we go. So our camera flies through clouds in the middle of the night, and we pull up our title screen in the middle of the clouds. ShadowcastersNetwork presents the Sprawl, and then the camera comes out of the clouds and sees this floating island in the middle, like hovering above the ocean with nothing near it. On top of this floating island is this large gray concrete block of a factory that's only lit by pink neon strip lighting along the top edges that just kind of shines down. And the light pitter patter of rain that's just glistens on that concrete. The camera flies over the helipad on the west, and through the secondary building that houses an adjacent secondary building that houses all of the mechas that have already been produced, that are waiting for shipment. Flies through, approaches the large factory, and then raises its way up, goes to the roof of this factory, and then sees this giant hole, this giant rectangular hole that we fly down into. We see this elevator shaft that just descends into the factory and focus on a helicopter, the helicopter that you all came in on, and pretending to be Memory Gold's executives. We focus on as the camera travels over this helicopter, it just circles around the window, and we see Raja, your pilot, awaiting instructions. Then the camera zooms through the facility over different security guards, androids that are just floating hovering above the floor, cybernetic guard dogs. We focus finally on Sinon and Angel following Jackie Wynn in the facility administrator, following her into a boardroom. There's all glass windows. Jackie is followed by her two android, I guess we would call them bodyguards. Hey, thanks for that follow, Ashington. And so they enter this boardroom, and she shows them have a seat. Then the camera flies past that, goes through more conveyor belts of robots giant robot parts that are being put together, weaponry, and the people that are maintaining and overseeing this production line. Goes to the center of the building, up to a very tiny, secure elevator. And then we travel through that door, so all the way down this elevator shaft, where we land inside of an elevator and land where we see 5 figures. We see Winston Obata, the lead technician. We see Express, the android, as well as Fast Track, another one of your androids. And Pantone, a little dragonfly. And we land on the face of Geppetto, who of whom these 3 androids are his friends, who are also undercover as not sentient. And finally, as we land on his face, these lights kind of shine on his face as like an elevator door opens, right? And we look out into this server room. The server room is a long hall with a bunch of these tall, glossy, black, curved servers that are caged inside of tempered glass. And at the very end of this, you follow like this glossy white floor that like nobody has ever walked on. It is like almost nobody ever walks on. It's so pristine and clean.
Ooh, okay.
And it like perfectly reflects the servers, so that so it's just like. And
it looks like it's going forever downwards as well as upwards. I got what you mean.
Yeah, and at the very end of that hallway is another black door with some biometric readers on it as well. And Winston Obata steps out of the elevator and turns back to you and shows, right this way, please.
Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate that. Sorry, before we do some data updating, I need to make sure that all the I guess to kind of cover what happened last episode a little bit, Geppetto was talking about how the robots that they had with them were all got a level of outside world experience that we would be condensing into programs to update these killer robots, which is sort of true. Yes, so I just need a moment to make sure that all the neural links of my robots are prepared before we go and do through the updating procedure. If you wouldn't mind giving me 5 minutes.
Please, go ahead.
Thank you.
And he just stands there.
Watching. So Yeah.
He's not going to just turn
like,
around and be like, okay.
No, that's perfectly fine. Geppetto kind of like goes to the. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Lost Palmer.
Oh.
I think we're just checking our connection settings. There we go. You were cutting out a little bit during the overview explanation. It's not on the streaming side. The stream can hear you just fine, but we were getting a little bit of audio ducking.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Issue.
Yeah. Discord's a curse.
Might want to change those if like things get really prickly.
Switch regions of things. Yeah. But anyway.
Either way.
So Geppetto goes into like a little like nerd huddle with the other robots, and I guess via instant messaging rather than discussing out loud, gives the following instructions to the robots in the room. They say, right, so I'm going to need you to go and compile all the positive memories you've had of being a member of the Gunpla, being free from the corporations that owned you. Just montage all those strong feelings, video data, audio data, anything that you think is relevant, and compile that together. And we're going to send that to the robots so they know what they're missing. Step 2, Geppetto puts in the contacts that Whistleblower set up in advance on the VTOL, so we can literally be Whistleblower's eyes and ears. Geppetto does this begrudgingly. They really don't like the idea of giving Whistleblower this kind of access, but needs must. I am's Whistleblower. So, I had a little bit of a think about the way that we can get out of this and not be directly blamed.
So you're just texting this to him?
Yeah, and we can do this in character voices or not. It's not really a big deal. But, so I'm going to, while the upload is taking place, I'm going to strike up a bunch of idle conversation with Mr. Obata and maintain eye contact with him. And what I want you to do is use that video information and forge a video of him talking about how he is entirely sick of working under that bitch looks at notes, Julie Nguyen, and how he wants to go out with a bang.
Oh, the guy you're talking to. Oh.
So I'm going to keep him talking. You use that voice and video data to make some deep fakes, and let's make some magic here.
All right, let's do some spoofs. Okay, so
Video production magic.
It's a thing in real life, and it's terrifying.
Oh no, absolutely. And I've thought about doing it before. Oops, what does that say about me?
Hey guys, I mean, I moonlight as a hacker sometimes, and a hacker and a video editor other times. So yeah, why not? How hard this is. Okay, so I'm already in the system. That was already established last session. So nobody notices I'm here yet. I don't have any holds, so I think I use them all for now.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, I mean, well, to be fair, you don't have to necessarily be you're not in the memory gold system to do this, so, but if you want more holds, but if you want more holds on the memory gold system, because you're still I believe you're still inside of it, you would have to make another roll for it.
Okay.
Oh, do bear in mind, by the way, that I have one hold on Whistleblower and can use that to either help or hinder, so... if you did need to roll to do the thing, I can assist you. Yay.
Awesome. It sounds like I'm going to need to do... I'm already in the system, so would I be manipulating systems in this case?
Ooh.
No, I don't think this is either of these. Because... Well, for sure, it's not manipulate systems. That's for a facility. That's like facility stuff, like conveyor belts and stuff. In this case, we're talking about.
It's like program fabrication, which there isn't really a role for.
Yeah, there isn't really a role for that, so you gotta give me one of the two or something.
I mean, you can just say roll synth, and that would still work within the mechanics of the thing. But
there you go.
That makes sense. I'm cool with that. Let me just double check and see what the list looks like. No. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and make this like a synth roll for sure. Let's try it.
Okay. All right, one synth roll coming up.
Yeah,
Ooh.
very
There we
good.
go.
Ooh.
13. All right, so before we do that, let's go ahead and do like Geppetto. Let's talk about let's have this conversation between you and Winston, right?
Oh yes, absolutely.
So we can have that culminate in a nice fast talk roll.
There's just one other thing, because there's one other I guess text message to send before we do the plan, if that's okay. Sorry. I send also a message to Angel.
Hello.
Hope everything's going well over there, and that you're keeping her busy. So plan to make sure that we don't get caught and die. Relaying what I
And she just kind of just like sends a little thumbs up back and like doing our best, though these androids are bugging me. Sends like a picture of how close it got to her face. Like, excuse me. It's excuse me.jpg.
They're just trying to get to know you. It's fine. Anyway. So we need to make sure that there is findable evidence of Winston planning to be a traitor. So you know those bugs that Whistleblower sent you? How about you go and place them somewhere hidden but slightly obvious so they can be found? You know, in a way where it looks like they were hidden, but with a bit of rudimentary searching, they're easily discoverable. Then, if in the video, Winston says that he's been spying on Ms. Nguyen, then it looks like there's a level of plausibility there, don't you think?
What if you put a bug on Miss Nguyen herself?
Even better.
You just slip one into her pocket and then she'll just find it.
However you feel comfortable, I wouldn't want to put you in a position where you feel in danger.
Geppetto, more like Geppetti.
Oh no, I was being entirely genuine.
Hey!
Geppetty. Love it.
Sprawl is the jokes. Clearly.
Just give me a second while I line my laser satellite at your head. Okay, all right, we're good. Go ahead.
So yes, however you feel comfortable dropping off the bug, but make it somewhere where it can be found, and that will be corroborated in this fake video that Whistleblower is working on. Sound good?
Yeah, I think we can do that. I'll have to see which one of us is better at putting things into pockets or something. But...
Very true. If Sign-On would feel more comfortable doing it, but you know, I trust you.
Absolutely. Okay, so she's starting to think the bugs can go pretty much anywhere in the room, right? Like they don't need to be on her person.
As long as they can be found after some scrutiny.
Okay. I'll make a lap around the room, see where I can stick things.
Delightful. Right, I have a system to break, excuse me.
Have fun! So Angel is gonna start kind of
Right, there we go. Yes. So with the robots with instructions and messages sent out to the crew, I am in a position to actually have this conversation with Mr. Robota.
Excellent. But I will pause your conversation.
Make sure no one dies.
Sure thing.
no guarantees.
I'll pause your conversation to swap over to the boardroom.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So Jackie takes a seat at Jackie Wynn takes a seat at the head of this table. Shows you to sit on the opposite end. It's not it's like, this is like a meeting room. Sorry, I shouldn't say boardroom. It's like a little conference table. So it's not like a huge table, but she has you sit across. And she's flanked on either side by her two memory gold androids with like their long necks, kind of like light pink, body and like white face mask that with like the anime eyes, and they just kind of like low hover over the floor, and they look like very svelte and slim, and they just stand at attention, stare at you, watch the two of you.
Yeah.
And she says, "Remind me, what was your name? Your fake name?"
Was it Joseph Pilgrim? I think I know. Last name was Pilgrim, and it began with a J. That's all I remember.
Yeah, that's
Joey
what
Pilgrim.
I remember too.
Okay.
So,
Mr. Pilgrim, please have a seat.
JVP Pilgrim does not. He doesn't take a seat. He stands behind the chair and sort of power leans on the back of it, like one of these here. Like this.
Jesus.
And that's how we have this meeting. So he's. So he says, "Thank you for your time this one, and I appreciate your help with getting my associate in to assist with the programming. I did have one other thing that I wanted to discuss with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Winston."
Okay.
How long have you known? I don't recall his last name.
Obata.
Is that what it is? How long have you known Mr. Obata?
He has been working with Memory Golds for about 7 years now.
I see. It's just, we hear things sometimes up in head office, and some things have been said, and I wanted to get your perspective on Mr. Obata and his loyalty to the company.
Winston, Mr. Obata has been nothing but loyal to the company. It is because of his vision that we are able to create these smart mechas in the first place. He's been instrumental.
Very good, very good. So you would say then that any rumors to the contrary are false?
I would certainly be surprised. I find it alarming.
Oh God.
As I cannot understand this conversation at all. You are cutting out too much on this.
Yeah, no, you're cutting out a ton.
Live streaming,
Just another day of Sprawl, ladies and gentlemen.
Not live streaming.
Technology.
Yeah. All right. It looks like everyone's great. So let's continue. So we were talking about Winston Obata and his loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Just planting some rumors on the side. But if she's going to allay those fears at this point, I think so.
Right. So
not
Jackie.
To have you repeat everything, but
right. Well, Jackie will just in general say, if I would find it rather alarming if he was to be anything other than loyal. He's been instrumental, and we're currently, I didn't exactly want to say this, but we're currently under some high alert. We had one of our employees almost compromised when they were on shore leave. So.
You're muted again.
All right.
We have been hacked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This, they really do not want us talking shit about Mr. Obata.
I guess. Okay, guys, while I'm doing my photoshopping, I may have accidentally fucked up the network.
Oh, no,
that roll was so good. You hacked our own stream. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry. I can't how good I am.
Jeez.
all right. Can one hear me now?
I can hear you, but we do not have video.
That's okay. I came on without video first to see how the audio is.
Okay.
How are we?
All right.
Yeah, you're nice and clear.
Okay.
Looking good.
And now I will have video.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
World.
Excellent.
All right. Well, let's see how this goes.
Cool. So she says, yeah, so we've actually been on high alert because one of our employees was almost compromised when they were on short leave.
Goodness. Are they all right?
Yes. Thankfully. They were knocked unconscious, but we were able to retrieve them before they were... Who knows what they wanted with him.
Well, this facility is crucial, so there are bound to be external operatives trying to gain access.
I find it interesting if that was the case, given that we're actually rather top secret. If someone was to know about it, that means that we have to ensure that we speed up production. We have to, and we have to find exactly who these threats are and stop them. We certainly don't want word to get out about our facility.
I text Sinon. Do they have an identity or any descriptors that match it yet? Probably can use Winston.
Ooh.
Oh, again, Palmer. Oh, you're doing so good.
I don't know what's going on. Hang on.
Oh, you've returned. But, yeah.
There's nothing changing, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe my keyboard
I
is
don't
being
know.
weird. Let me do something.
Maybe a loose cable? Loose cable, maybe?
Shouldn't be. Give me 1 second.
Sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, whilst we
Why don't we gather a different scene while I figure this out?
Sure. Swap back.
Intense talking is happening.
Yeah, so
Okay.
montage to go back to, or not montage, I guess, quick scene change, cut to Geppetto.
Mhm. Sure thing.
So you're having
Hi.
a conversation with Winston Obata, trying to get him to say incriminating things-ish that could be pieced together.
Sure, that works.
Okay.
So, it's going to take a while for my good old boy to, patting, almost condescendingly express on the head. And internally, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's going to take a moment for my good old boy to go and upload his part of the proceedings. So,
Yeah, Express
How is it-
Express
what's it
quickly
like? What-
side eyes you and then just goes back to trying to pretend
mhm.
that he has no soul.
So, what's it like working on a floating island?
So please take your time. Is his response to your first
Oh.
first part. What it's like to work on a floating island. It's interesting. It's definitely very demanding work, given that we basically live here and we only get shore leave about once a month. So.
Right, sorry about that. I'm having slight connection issues, but it's fine. We can navigate that. It's very demanding, you say.
Yes. Since we only get shore leave once a month.
You barely get to. You only get to leave once a month. That must be really frustrating. I mean, that would wear me down. I love being able to, stretch my legs, as it were.
I have a question. Can we change the region to Eastern?
Sure.
Eastern's what we were on.
Was it?
Yeah, we were on.
You.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll do that.
And we are there.
All right.
The magic
Wow.
of travel.
magic
All right.
of the internet, everybody.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Yes, it must be incredibly frustrating to not be able to leave the island when you want. I'd say, being chained down in that way would be incredibly frustrating.
Well, I suppose, but given what we're doing here, we have. I'm personally very excited to just be able to work on something that I love and believe in.
Huh. Oh, it's a passion project for you.
It is.
I mean,
yes.
what gave you the idea?
Well, it's not exactly just my idea. I was actually contracted, but I was sold by the project. I find that we need better. To answer the question of how do we deal with the unruly masses, and how do we deal with external threats to the Miami Arc Sprawl? Frankly, we need an edge.
Yes.
Yes, and not only can these be used for local policing, but they can also be used for war. So, frankly, if we're a prosperous sprawl, generally speaking, and we have the opportunity to we have to make sure that we protect that.
Protect. Well, I suppose that's a very noble venture. I guess a lot of the toys that I make, I suppose, aren't really in the nature that they are a help to the community. I'd like to think so, but protecting isn't really something that a household toy can do. So that is a very, very new concept to me. I mean,
well, given that you work for, was it Sea of Dreams?
Yes, in English. They like to call it Ame no Ume, but, you know.
Yes, well, given that you work for them, you're not exactly in the business of protecting, other than protecting, I suppose, a good time, happiness.
I mean, protecting happiness is one of the most important things a man can do, wouldn't you say? You are happy, right?
Of course. Yeah. Can you go ahead and give me a fast talk? Let's see if we can guide how we can guide this conversation. Yeah, because he's just he's a tough cookie to crack.
Ooh. I have 0 forward on this guy, so let's go. That's all right. That's a 10, 11.
Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
Full success.
So Mr. Obata's been drinking the Kool-Aid.
So to speed this up a little bit, and because I don't really trust myself to be able to do this piece of dialogue super well,
they're going to do exactly what you want.
Geppetto starts recounting a relatively ribald story with his co-workers. It's like fun and gross and like sexual in a broy way kind of anecdote, in a way to kind of prompt him to give the same.
Yeah, and he'll mention, you know, that his oh yeah, no, I totally feel that. My girlfriend, she was getting it's basically, he recounts the story of how his girlfriend was cheating on him, and they caught him in the broom closet. They caught her in a broom closet with that one Martin Monty, the guy that you got fired, and now Martin Monty wants you to like bury Winston.
Yep.
Yeah. So he just kind of recounts this tale, and he looks generally upset and angry about it. And in like a really weird way, he'll like talk about, he kind of implies like of his girlfriend as like, you know, she like that she's mine mentality, and like how dare
And to seal off the deal on this line of conversation, Geppetto then is all kind of like, well, you know, at least I suppose to move away from the topic of talking about your regular relationship, what's it like working under like Jackie? Because she seems a bit, you know, stiff. I mean, I get it. I'm not doing the code voice. I get it. You all work in military. And so being able to play by the book is an important part of the military ethos and everything. But she doesn't really look like somebody who likes to have fun.
No, definitely not. She's very by the book, and I guess what we'll take this to is gives enough of a sound bite that you can play that he disparages Jackie. It just generally says something along the lines of like
we have the footage where he's being really disparaging about a woman, and now we also have footage of him talking about Jackie, and it's relatively easy to mesh those together.
Oh yeah, just keep recording that, and I'll just splice that into this Photoshop.
Yeah,
So
just
juicy.
After Effects is really powerful these days.
I think.
Yeah, well, Winston
Sorry,
Winston kind of cuts you off and says, "So are we ready to go? I don't want to keep distracting you with our conversation."
Question.
Oh,
You're all in the server room, right?
Yes.
I text Geppetto. I could spoof that he needs to do maintenance on a server down here.
Would that be useful?
It might get his attention away from you for a minute.
Sure.
Okay.
You get a shrug emoji back, like.
All right.
Yes. No. I'm. Let's go and change some lives, shall we?
God, this is awful. All right, so what?
This is great, and you know it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's awful in the best way possible. So he'll open up like one of the glass cases in the server room, along this hallway, and says, "All right, well, this is a good test server. If you'd like to go ahead
Will do.
So
Ashley.
this is very clearly to you not the main server, and the fact that he said test server means that this isn't going to do you anything. This is like there will be no consequence to anything.
Hold on.
In this case, it's just basically like isolated.
Would Geppetto know what that main server is, though?
I don't know where the main server is, but I do have a backup plan for this foible.
Whistleblower, I would say though, since you're looking through the contacts and listening, you would probably guess. Well, first off, you would know that this server is pointless. The one that Winston is trying to get him to practice on, basically. And you would imagine that the main server is probably beyond that black door. With the biometrics.
If I'm connected to their network, I should at least find some way to trace which one that is, like which one's their mainframe.
Yeah. Yes, and
but
again,
alternatively, we have our building intel. We could use it here.
I think the ball's in your court on that one. I'm happy with whatever you decide.
Okay, so
do you plug Express into the are you before we begin? Are we just kind of going through the motions right now? He's gonna plug into the test server, and you're gonna like pretend to do some work or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so at the end of the last episode, Geppetto was demonstrating how there's an increased reflexes system that Express has. And he's not lying about that. He's definitely going to give that to every single robot in the building. So we get Express to do that, to do the actual skill upgrade to the test server to demonstrate that we know what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah, so you'll I guess you could use Fast Track as that robot, right? That you can transfer that over to.
Cool. Let's go do that. So we're gonna fast talk that. PbtA 10.
10, nice. Still
killing it.
Yeah, plus 2, baby.
Yes. So you look like you know exactly what you're doing. Like you are who you've. I forgot what was your cover identity. Oh no, yeah, you're just Kai Newitz. Yeah, like you know exactly what you're doing, and basically you just do like a demo of Fast Track, getting this ability. And Fast Track, what does Fast Track do to demo?
So from the kind of like external side of this doesn't actually look like anything especially interesting. There's like a proper physical, like a Game Boy Advance link cable motherfucking hookup. There's a data transfer of kind of like I don't know what the file type would be called, but it looks like a brain, like the little icon of it, and it's like increased reflexes.exe, whatever. And it works. It's a thing that would actually work if something decided to run it.
Right.
And Geppetto looks very, very smug and turns back to so Mr. Obata, I believe that we've managed to demonstrate that the basic protocol will actually be compatible. So how about we take off the training wheels?
Winston is actually really interested, and just as a final test, he like tosses a pen at Fast Track, and Fast Track like whirls around really quick and grabs it like without even looking like behind him, and then turns back around and hands the pen back. And yes, Winston is just, that's amazing. All right then, yes, let's go. And leads you to the back door. Meanwhile, back at the boardroom, Sinan, how are you doing? How's your voice doing? You're still mute.
Uh-oh.
You're still mute.
How about
Okay.
now?
Now you're good.
There we go.
Yes.
Yes, now good.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it, is it? If it comes down to it, it might be if you do voice only. I'm sure it'll actually still get through. For some reason there's a.
This latest time, I was just pushing the wrong push to talk button.
Okay.
So it seems to be working. All
right.
Yeah, I have a USB hub, and I think it was acting up and making my keyboard wonky. So
Fair.
that seems to be what it was. Let me know if there's any more issue.
So far, you sound good.
We're back upstairs in the meeting room.
In the meeting room, yeah. So Jackie is discussing, so she's discussing that there was a breach and, everything's fine. Everything seems to be fine, but of course, we're just on high alert. She'll basically just start going off on like, okay, so now your alibi while you're here was that you're doing this project to basically increase the reflexive capabilities of these war mechas, right? And to be able to identify when somebody is or is not a threat within like just milliseconds, right? When they're like pulling something out of their jacket and it's not actually a weapon that they can like stand down. So go ahead and basically she asks more about this project because she's not aware of what Winston is aware of currently, that Geppetto has sold that line. So basically she's gonna ask for your sales pitch.
He's Joseph Pilgrim is excellent at sales. So basically we've been working on, it's a completely separate project. We hadn't initially planned for it to be used on your project, but we were able to see the synergies as they were happening. So what we're doing is developing more complex triggering algorithms that can make it so that decisions can be made more quickly, especially in fast-moving situations. It works very well for our theme park businesses because we want our characters to be the most realistic that they can be. We want them to be as interactive as possible, and we want them to be able to notice and react to new situations. And we figured that synergizes well with your business. And do you want me to roll something for that?
Well, she seems interested, and then she's gonna just kind of go back and forth with you about just general business strategy / who exactly who you're working under, and that kind of like basically company politics discussions.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a fast
I'm going to try and
comment.
fake my way through that.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and fake my way through, who I work with and with fake names that, maybe you just haven't heard of them. But I do know, I know enough to get up. I assume like the higher executives are well known enough that I could just sort of pull their names out of thin air. But my immediate colleagues, I will just make up names for on the fly.
Okay.
And otherwise, yeah, in terms of stock, I think that, like that sort of like, the money-making side, I'm going to, I think he's going to try and go through on bravado. He'll say, oh, well, it's one of the benefits of being a junior vice president is you're actually paid partially in company stock. So I'm going to make a joke out of it, but also like make it seem like he's just a big, blustering a little bit.
Give me that fast talk roll, man.
You betcha. Fast talk is, which one, style? Yes.
Here we go. That's a 5.
Reroll in that one.
All
Take
right.
a reroll off, please.
All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I might have some hold for this social infiltration that I
Yeah,
did.
I think you did.
Let me check my notes. I do have one left.
Uh-huh.
I'd have to look at what I can do with that.
This is part of your what's its ability?
1 sec, I'll find it.
By the way, something going on in our own chat while we're discussing plans.
Yeah.
Apparently, I forgot that we still have the intel given to us by our handler right at the very start of our escapades, plus the one I acquired last session. We were freaking
The intel you have right now was from that was already spent. The one that you got from Zervis. What you have is extra intel from when you found the Mecha factory blueprints in the system.
Okay, and then I still have one left over.
And then your gear was there's supposed to be 2 gear there, but I don't know what's been spent because I only have 1 gear listed. Oh no, because one of you took the gear.
When I chatted to Martin Monty, I got a 1 piece of personal gear out of that I'm yet to
got
spend.
it. Geppetto only. There's my other note. So yeah, so you have you have gear from Martin, and we have a public gear from something that Eagle procured
Yes.
for Angel.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So I think what I'm going to do is I just looked up the covert entry. So I had covert entry hold, and let me broadcast it. So I have 1 left, and I think that I would like to. Basically, I'm not sure how this is going to work during this conversation, but once this conversation is over, I'm going to spend 1 to bypass one of the guards that's in here with us. In some kind of way, perhaps he needs to be sent away or something.
I think you want to hold that holds for if this goes very south.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm just going to use a reroll to reroll that fast talk anyway.
Yep.
Go for it.
Oh my gosh,
man.
it's hard to scroll
I'm like
around.
licking my lips in anticipation if this fails.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Hey,
I can't
I
look.
told you those dice.
I'm waiting for the roll 20.
Roll 20 is being weird on me.
Is roll 20 being a butt?
Oh god. Oh god. The anticipation's killing me.
7.
Oh, I can't look.
How bad?
It's a partial. It's a partial. It's better than failure.
Just barely a partial. So what happens on a 7? NPCs will do it, but someone will find out, and the MC will advance the appropriate countdown clock. So let's see.
I'll take that.
So, excuse me, that would mean that Jackie would buy it, but someone else in the room picks up on maybe that this is bullshit?
So, like, who else do we have in the room? We have...
There
You
are
just
2
have the 2
security.
androids. The 2 security bots.
I'll scrap them.
Let's see.
Like it'll be noted in the log that there's weird activity happening.
Yeah.
So here's okay. I know what to do. So Jackie is as she's listening to you, she's just going ahead and tapping on her alternate reality or augmented reality.
Yeah.
And she is it seems to be like she's jotting down notes about the entire exchange, and she goes, well, go ahead and color me interested, please. You have complete access to the facility, and I'm just going to go ahead and send this report. Ding. to Memory Gold. So now a report has gone to Memory Gold with a bunch of fake names, including a fake JVP, and someone in Memory Gold is going to get that email at some point and open it up.
Oh
Excellent.
no!
Oh boy.
What time is it?
Nothing. Everything's
Time to run.
great. Everything's great.
I mean, so long as we get this done before 8 a.m. I mean, even then, I know I don't open work emails up until 30 minutes after I pull into the office, at least. I think we've got a little time.
I don't know. This is like wage slave stuff, you know? Like there's round the clock people. For sure. And people that are like super stressed and always have their emails on even when they're like at home or on vacation.
So everybody's getting the pop-ups now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody just got a notification right as they went down to sleep and went, what is it this time?
Ooh, wait. Better. She sends out basically like a report to the entire, this is better, sends a report to the entire factory saying like, you know, we have guests here, JVP Joseph Pilgrim, and developer Kai Newitz are currently touring the facility to and basically gives the rundown of the project, and we're very excited to work with them for this upgrade. So people are getting this. So there we go. So people are getting this email, and at some point somebody is going to alert that like this isn't an actual person. These people aren't real. So I'm holding.
I'm real.
Right now I'm holding.
Last I checked.
Yeah. No. Yes, you are. But like this isn't a real JVP, and these like project people aren't real. So like right now I'm kind of holding, advancing the action clock. Consider consider this moment like a sit on an angel eyes wide moment. Like you have and whistleblower too, probably, right? So think about like a thing that you would like to accomplish before somebody rings the alert.
And here I thought I was going to be the one to trip the alarm. No. No.
Interesting.
That's why they call me Angel, because I'm never the one who does the bad. I get people out of the bad.
Yeah. Whistleblower, you're still in the Memory Gold system.
Me?
No, Whistleblower. Whistleblower's still in the system.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't have any hold in that system, right?
Yeah, you might put out a fire, I guess.
Well, I would love to, but at the moment... Okay, well, that's where I need to figure out if I even got any holds from that last roll I did with the video editing.
No, this is a separate. This has nothing to do with compromised security moves.
Otherwise,
this is just to
no.
piece this video together. So like, okay, so you're piecing together this video that has occurred with Winston Obata, right? While Geppetto is, you know, pretending to do all this stuff with the server, with the fake server. And now is when you're clued in on this conversation that has occurred, and Jackie has just sent a report out to everybody.
So what I'm gonna have to do is roll to catch it.
Yes, I would like you to do a. I always forget them.
In that case, I'm going to spend my 1 point of hold on Whistleblower and give you a +1 to that roll.
Woo!
Oh, that's right. Yes.
How do I do this necessarily, like in character? I guess this is a because Geppetto's name is in the listing of this. Geppetto gives Whistleblower some plausible company names because he actually knows people. Maybe that would that be useful or would that be worse? I'm not sure.
What if you told me that email server? It's like, okay, here's the email server where all the messages go around. You told me how to access that directly. I just zoom right over.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. I can give you. Oh, actually, let's do multiple things at once. I'm going to spend that point of gear that I got from Martin Monty. I have Martin Monty's login details.
Yes.
All right.
He doesn't need them anymore. He's been removed from the company, but we can put them to good use before they get scrubbed from the system.
We'll have to figure out what to do with it.
Well, if it's an easier way to get you into the system, I think that would probably be the way to handle that, and you get that +1 on your roll. So have fun, mate.
Excellent. So now it's just what roll I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do a compromise security roll, please.
I'm definitely gonna need to get mine. Oh boy. Alright, it's +1 forward.
Yep.
Oh.
So that's a 5.
Oh! Yeah, do that.
Oh no.
Yeah, do that.
1, 2.
All right. That's
How
your
many rerolls do we
last-
have left?
There we
That
go.
was the last one.
Cool.
But we're
It's 7 to
painfully
9.
close.
We are in.
Alright, well at least I got a-hole, which I'll go ahead and use to catch that email before it goes out.
7, 8.
Oh!
Cool.
Better. I'm gonna spoof the email, and I'm gonna say there's been some suspicious activity going around the company involving Winston Obata. If you notice anything suspicious, please contact your manager or supervisor immediately.
Oh, wow.
About to ruin
so-
this man's whole career.
So you are changing. Okay, let me understand.
I'm
So you're
sorry,
changing
Winston.
the content of that entire email to, like, alert: Winston Obata is a traitor and must be stopped. Please report all suspicious activity to Jackie Wynn.
Please.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hope he doesn't.
Oh, yikes.
Immediately or I'm fucked. Can you not loop Winston in on that email for the love of God?
I will make sure he doesn't get
Please
it.
do not CC him in this email, or I swear to God.
So I'll make sure he doesn't get it, and then Jackie thinks she sent the correct email. She
Yes.
thinks it went through just as she posted it, but everybody else, what they receive is, okay, so we think something odd's going on. We think your coworker Winston might be doing something shady, and I'm gonna make sure this goes to the security people. Security people needs to get this.
Okay.
And maybe other people that care about that sort of thing, managers, supervisors.
Gotcha. All right. So.
That is a good fucking plan. Good job, my friend.
Oh my god.
Bravo.
All right. So
Because
now.
this will go well.
No, that's excellent.
Right. Now, okay, so we do still have to advance a clock, right?
Mhm.
From the move that that Sidon made, but you were able to catch and subvert this to Winston is a problem. Now, if I advance the action clock to 2100, the target fully displays internal assets appropriate to the threat. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Oh.
What if they have the security people coming down to get Winston?
The
Yeah.
perceived threat is Winston! Duh!
And Palmer donated $1 so we could get a reroll.
Thank you so much.
It still
Thank
counts.
you.
I'm gonna need that if all things considered. Ugh.
Thank you,
All right.
Palmer.
Oh.
Oh no. All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So security gets this email, opens it, and says, wait, Winston Obata? He's a threat? Yeah, so they're going to basically start mobilizing various androids to go to the server room, because they know that he's there, and they're like, and he's leading somebody down there, and we have no idea. Like if this individual is also a threat. Like if basically the assumption that security makes is if Winston is a traitor, there's a possibility that this person that he's with in the server room is in on it, and like we need to catch this now. So
What if I made you out to? Oh,
It's cool.
Geppetto.
We've got plans. It's fine. We'll make it work. I've already
I was
thought of
gonna
a
say-
way out.
all right. I had another idea too.
Oh, we'll have fun with this. This is great. I love this.
It's just to like give you that card and you can think on it. My idea was you're like a blackmail victim in this or something. Something that he's trying to hold over you so you're not culpable.
Yeah, no, we're on roughly the same track about the execution of this. Okay.
Sinon and Angel, you're seeing outside of this glass conference room, you're starting to see some mobilization of like not everybody in the facility, but there's like some androids that with a
Look to me security-ish.
with one of the with one of those the cybernetic guard dogs that are like rank and file moving deeper into the facility towards this deeper into the facility where you might fear towards the server room.
So I'm gonna like take like a small picture of that and send that to Geppetto like, hey, the boys are on their way, so
y'all get text scrolling through your eyeball contacts saying, I
Gross.
spoofed the email that went out. And blame Winston, so play into that. It looks like he's culpable of corporate sabotage or something. Guards are coming. Be advised.
Noted.
And Winston is just very coolly walking up to the black door, blissfully unaware of what is being done to him.
oh no, Winston, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
This is true.
Fuck this guy. This is all his idea.
Oh boy.
So he does the retinal and handprint scanner, types in a passcode, and the door like pneumatically opens, and you walk into this pretty tight space in the sense that it's like it's not a closet, but it's like a 5x5 maybe room. Yeah. And in the center of it is this cylindrical, super tall, like 10-foot server with like all the beep boops and lights, the beep booping lights, and says, all right, well, this is the main server. Let's go ahead and roll this out, shall we?
Yes, let's get this all connected. I'm so excited, aren't you?
Absolutely. I believe this is the beginning of a fantastic partnership.
Oh, I'd be honored.
Yes.
And Geppetto shakes him warmly by the hand and just gives a really serene smile, but the eyes don't smile.
Yeah.
And turns on the heel and is like, Ash 32-Y, addressing Express. Since we've run those test protocols, could you please upload that, plus the, how to put it? What technical term should we use? I know how to computer. The upload subroutines with quotes around them, meaning the I guess kind of the Gunpla press package that I discussed to them earlier to compile of their kind of positive experiences of being free. So that is like attached to the reflex modifying software. And then I leave Express to do their thing.
All right. Express will. I feel like there's a possible move here that we can make just for funsies.
Sure
can
thing.
you go ahead and do me an? Let's do an act under pressure.
That is the thing that Geppetto is really bad at.
Oh no.
I did not know this. I was not trying to just be mean.
Oh, no,
here,
no,
but
no.
I feel like act under pressure.
delighted.
This is the right thing.
Oh yeah, no, Geppetto is terrible at keeping their cool. Let's go. 5.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
Oh.
Ouch!
Let me remind me what happens when I fail act under pressure. Let's go and look at that.
Fuck up.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I falter even if Express does not. That's fine. I'm not going to re-roll that.
Okay. So so you don't actually attach anything. Like you realizing that like this takes more time than you would need, and you have people.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, that would be a fail, right? The to act under pressure. So you're realizing that if right now with everybody approaching the server room, you're going to be in a situation where if you wait too long, you're not going to be able to turn it around. So yeah, if you want to keep this fail, basically you're gonna have to find another way to release that information to rebelliously change the robots.
Question.
Yes.
So Geppetto had to go to a completely separate room. Like he came down the elevator, went through a server room, then went to a back room, right?
Yes.
Do they know?
Do they what?
Would I know if the security knows Geppetto's down there?
They know what they know right now is that, and again, that was part of the thing. I don't know if Whistleblower would know this because you're not really listening in on their communications or anything. The plan, basically, the security is moving towards the server room in an attempt to get Winston. That's probably what you know. But Geppetto is there. You could potentially surmise that, if this could put Geppetto at risk, but you don't know to what degree exactly.
I text Geppetto, I have a bad idea. Next line, I could seal the doors or get Winston outside the doors, close it, and see if that'll buy you time with security checks on them first.
That would no need. I don't particularly feel like being trapped down here, thank you.
Ball's in your court.
So what has gone through? None of it, or
basically, yeah, no, none of it. All you have is the you already have the file, the test file for increased reflexes, so you'll be able to give that to everybody in the facility, but they just won't be turned. Hey, thanks, Cool, for those bits. We just got another reroll.
So now that there's two rerolls stocked, I feel less bad about using one, but maybe the moment has passed for that.
Yeah, moment's passed, but
okay, cool. In that case, Geppetto will stay and get the job done. If it takes longer, that's fine.
All right, so but yeah, so that's it. Basically, you're gonna give all of the robots in the facility increased reflexes, but you're not turning them. And God, this is terrible. You're doing that, and then but you're gonna be able to start the sabotage of the facility.
Yeah. So even if they have increased reflexes now, as long as if we stay here, the sabotage can eventually go through. That's fine. Geppetto stays.
All right.
See, I was really banking on hoping that the guards don't know Geppetto's in that extra room.
It's fine.
All right. So you plug Express in. Meanwhile, Jackie Wynn looks at a message that she's received. Like, so, Synon and Angel, you're still in the middle of this. Like, Angel, you're probably bored as fuck during the middle of.
Yeah,
like,
no,
this.
absolutely. I am dying over here. No joke. I was promised the ability to kill a bunch of people, and I have not yet pulled the trigger. I'm kind of like, I'm gonna come apart.
So I'm gonna make a move here.
Okay.
Jackie Wynn gets a message from the androids that are trying to, and basically the security team. It's not just androids. Like there's probably a couple of cops with them too, humans.
Yeah.
To basically they need access into the server room. They need the only two people that have access are Jackie and Winston, right? So they're like, we need to apprehend Winston for questioning, and we know that he's in that server room. So we need to override.
Okay.
We need the override. And Jackie looks at that, and she
we
sighs.
lost some of your audio again.
Yeah, we
I'm
lost
afraid.
a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay, one moment. Okay. All right, hello.
Making it happen. One reboot.
There you go.
Cool.
There you go.
I'm just over here just like,
That's turned all slow-mo.
Yeah, but I mean that. As long as you can hear me, that's
Yeah,
probably
but-
more important.
Get back through now.
Yep.
Get back.
Yeah.
You're good now.
Okay, so what I was saying was that she basically gets this. She needs to give access to the security team to go down into the server room. So
yeah.
she sighs, looks up at both of you, Sinon and Angel, and says, "It appears that my security team has deemed Winston a threat after all." And basically does a swipe, and we cut to the security team and the elevator door opening to the server room, and them all piling into the elevator.
Yeah.
Does that make a noise?
That you would be able to hear from down here? No, because you're deep in the facility, right? Actually, you know what? No, you would probably see that the elevator is moving up. Yeah, so like the elevator doors are no longer, like the elevator doors have closed, and you hear the elevator humming upward for them to get inside of the elevator. So already you're probably like, oh, someone's coming.
Yeah.
Things are about to get a little fun.
While Express continues to work on the server, Geppetto turns to Fast Track and kind of like side eyes is like, when I give you the cue, punch me.
Oh my god, you're gonna make the robot punch you?
Fast Track
Question
blinks in
marks and
response.
exclamation points from whistleblower.
There's like blink, blink. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, whistleblowers doing like question marks and exclamation points.
It's fine.
Says, so Jackie looks at you and says, that means that your developer might be in danger, Mr. Newitz. I believe we should, I believe that we should stay put until we get further news and ensure that he is that Mr. Newitz is recovered.
Okay.
Sit on his mute again.
All right, let's stay here, and Sinon will take a seat in the actual chair now instead of doing the power move.
Angel is still just kind of like,
Angel, you still have 2 bugs that you might want to plant on something at some.
Yeah.
oh, they were my
There you
bugs. True. So she's just gonna start like pacing. Like she looks like she's hella impatient. But she's just kind of like once she's kind of like out of, okay, I need you to tell me what's like cameras going on in here. What are we all working with security cameras?
Inside of this room?
Where
None.
am I?
It's a boardroom.
None?
It's a
Nice.
it's a meeting room, a conference room. There wouldn't be anything.
That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Wow, that is really good. So I'm just going to like kind of pace like I'm hella impatient. and when I kind of get out of Jackie's line of sight, kind of like directly behind her, I'm going to kind of wave my...
The androids the androids basically just flank her, and they don't...
I forgot those little shits. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
They're flanking her, and if you even try to approach, they just kind of like, with their long necks,
stick their frickin' necks out at me, just like all goofy like, and I...
Yeah.
And if they do, it's just like, I thought I told you to stay out of my damn space.
What if they have? What if Jackie has a purse on the table? Just kind of slide a hand, drop the thing in.
I don't know if I could get anywhere near her crap without one of these nasty motherfuckers.
Bathroom break.
Even the boardroom being bugged in general, even if it's not on her person, would be
See, like, there's
very alarming.
I have a
potted plant.
There's that. I have another dumb idea. I have another stupid idea. What do we... And I'm going to, like, just kind of... Oh, I'm going to wait for Palmer because this involves him. Okay, so I have an idea. It's a really stupid idea. Since these things are always flanking Jackie, what if we stuck the bug to one of them? Made it look like an inside job.
That's actually not a stupid idea.
That could play into the punchy android moment we might have.
Yeah.
So while you're considering that...
Okay. Yeah, there's a couple other things I want to consider with this coconut too, but yes.
Okay. Do you... I basically... What I want to do is I want to cut back down into the server room. So Winston looks at the elevator and says, "That's strange. I suppose Jackie is on her way down with your JVP."
Oh, there is I didn't think they'd want to kind of come down into your dank, dark cyber dungeon, but if they're doing a full tour of the facility, that makes sense. Sorry, this is taking a little longer than expected, but I'm sure they'll be willing to wait.
Can you give me a fast talk to stay cool?
Absolutely. Ha! It's bad.
That's a 6.
I'm re-rolling that. Yeah, I'm re-rolling that. That might be miserable.
Yeah.
Much better. There we go.
What'd you get?
Here we go.
A 13. Holy crap. Yeah.
It's all or nothing.
Yeah. Winston nods and says, "All right, well, sounds great." And
I know that you weren't expecting to spend your evening sitting in a tiny dark room waiting for a file to finish uploading, but that's Saturdays for you.
Yeah, Winston laughs cheerfully along with you. He does not suspect you whatsoever, and at this point, the elevator doors finally open with security inside of them, and they start pouring into the hallway. And Winston's like, "Wait, what?" And they're going.
Oh, so does Winston look away from me at the point that people pile in through the door?
Yes. Yeah, because he's expecting Jackie, and instead it's a security force.
That's perfect. This is the point where I ask for fast track to punch me while
All right.
he's not looking.
Punch. Let's how hard are we talking about this punch? Are we talking like you want to actually
I am
roll
willing to take a point of harm for the shenanigan.
Well, I think so let's go ahead. Take a 1 point of harm and then roll me that harm move.
1 point of harm. There we go. Roll harm. Harm suffered 1.
Oh, this is...
I rolled low, so that's good.
8. All right. On an 8, the MC
will choose one.
Let's see. You lose your footing. You lose your grip on whatever you're holding. Lose track of someone or something, or someone gets the drop on you.
You lose your footing, you get knocked to the floor.
Yeah, but I mean, if
you want to play ball with me, if you want to play ball with me, knock me to the floor, that'd be fun. But no, I understand that I'm at your mercy here. Oh no.
Mhm.
Oh no.
You black out. He punches you too hard.
To be honest, that still works for what I'm trying to do. But
Wow. Yeah, like none of these options are really speaking to me. And if I did one of them, that would be just terrible. Well, because I'm thinking like,
can I request to lose my footing?
you can request it. Doesn't mean I'm going to listen to you.
Yeah.
Oh, awful.
Mm.
Hey, look at that. Ozzy's being a model GM.
Right? I'm
Just look
thinking.
at your suffering.
Big words from a guy who's Jesus.
Okay, I got it.
Good lord.
All right, so I'm gonna pick someone gets the drop on you. So fast track punches you. At which point Winston, totally confused as to why security is coming, assumes that they're coming for you. And Winston grabs onto your body just after you're punched, and he tries to subdue you basically. And
Oh
he
my
does.
God.
Oh.
Perfect. That is exactly
He
what I
does.
wanted.
Oh my God.
And at this point, he's going. So security is going to go drop him. At which point Winston is like slow realization that he's the one, and then he uses you as a body shield, and he's basically going to hold you ransom with security.
That's fine. That's
He's
perfect.
like, I don't know what the hell is
Geppetto's-
happening here, but
Ozzy, please tell me there's a camera in this room.
Yeah, Geppetto starts crying. Like big,
Please tell me there's a camera in this room.
kind of
Fucking.
weeping. He's trying.
of course there's a
Thank
camera
God.
in this room. It's the server room.
Can I?
Okay. Can
He's
we
trying to steal my work, and just blubs pathetic.
What?
Like
He's a
leaning
liar.
into the fact that
Jeez.
Oh, I really want to just take this and like plaster it all over the building, but I know that's an awful idea.
You can go
He's
ahead and
going
give me a matrix move. Give me your compromised security.
God.
Get some if you want some holds in here.
I'm gonna make sure.
Shit's going down. You're gonna want some holds.
Okay, yeah, I'll get some holds. So compromise security. Let's do a roll.
Oh my. 7. All right, you have 1 hold. You have a hold.
I'll take it.
All right, so at any point, whenever you're ready, you can use that hold. So.
yeah, no, Geppetto is like sobbing and being like, he was going to hijack my life's work. Ow, it hurts.
Jackie Wynn in the boardroom.
Help.
Yeah, Jackie Wynn in the boardroom is going to basically show Sinon and Angel the camera footage of what's going on in the server room, and you're watching Winston holding Geppetto, crying, while security is trying to get Winston to stand down. And so you're watching this whole situation unfold.
Okay. The gears are turning. The gears are turning. Okay. I have some stupid ideas.
So do I.
So I want to plant at least. I'm thinking on the way out, I can easily slap a bug in here. No big deal. No big doochie. The other one, I kind of want to stick to an android, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to see this, that one of my charges is being held by this threat. I'm going to draw my rifle, and I'm going to act like one of the androids was in my way, and then just smack, get the fuck out of my way, throw it kind of to the side, and zoom.
So you're leaving the boardroom, you're exiting, you want to get to the server room.
Yeah, I want to get the fuck out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna sort of support that and just be like, I
There's
think
no
that's
stopping
actually I think that's actually probably a good idea for my associate
That's what she's supposed to do.
To go and escort Kai back upstairs.
All right, so you are you're bolting towards the center of this factory.
I'm booking it. I'm like zoom.
At which point, Jackie will look over at Sinon and say, "Well, she's sprightly. I'll give her that."
That's what she gets paid for.
Sprightly. That's a word for it. Sparky.
Oh,
And all right, so Geppetto is being held hostage. Sinon is in a boardroom with Jackie Wynn. Angel is on her way through the factory holding a rifle. And at this point is when suddenly everything starts to break down. Red lights, alarms, everything. The entire system, the entire factory is finally sabotaged. Wow, wow, wow. Production lines don't just stop, they start crashing and like things start exploding, things start going on fire. The factory is going berserk. Everybody that's working these factory lines are freaking the fuck out while all of these like giant mecha body parts are like flying off of these conveyor belts. And this entire factory has been fully 100% sabotaged. And I think with that is going to raise the action clock one more.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on. Don't be a baby. Jeez.
Has to, as part of the way the game works.
Yeah. So. The story demands it. First it was just finding Winston.
The story demands that everything go to hell. And this is my element. This is my time to shine. You had fun without your computery stuff.
Everything can and will go wrong. Everything can and will go wrong.
Yeah, so at 2200, the target calls on external assets and locks down everything over which it still has control. Jackie Wynn.
Which is not that much right now, but okay.
Not much that they have under control, but Jackie Wynn seeing that the factory, like outside of this glass boardroom, Sinon and Jackie Wynn look out into the factory and everything is exploding. Things are on fire, things are grinding, alarms are blaring. To which Jackie Wynn goes into emergency panic mode and sends out a report to get Memory Gold's external assets to fly over to the island to assist. And
fair
is going to do whatever she can to mobilize security to help basically evacuate the evacuate the facility, all the workers, right, and save whoever they can. So that is currently what is occurring, and she's screaming over the intercoms to she's screaming over the intercoms whatever she can. She basically gets out one sentence to evacuate the facility, and then she's mid-sentence with another one, and then Express cuts off the intercom communication, and so now there's none of that in the facility. So I think
one thing. Sorry. Just before the intercoms get cut off, Whistleblower, this would be a really, really good time for you to leak that doctored footage of PbtA.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, we never specified what it was, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start.
We've kind of talked about the.
It's traitor footage.
Yeah.
He's he doesn't like Jackie,
Yeah.
and he's gonna sabotage. Yeah, he basically wants to go out with a bang. But I don't know if he ever said anything like that. But yeah, the implication is that Jackie needs to be taken down, and he wants to take over the facility. He wants to be the lead. for this factory.
Yeah.
I'll make sure all the footage that I doctored, that's going right into the security logs for everyone to find. It's like, yeah, he's been planning this for a while, and today is the day he does it. It's like, oh yeah,
It's the big day. Oh boy.
Let's do it. So
Yeah.
I go ahead and do that. So everything's exploding right now, so let's see how that helps.
Yeah, I mean,
Everything's kinda gone
right
to
now,
shit.
if you were to send it, it's not like anyone's gonna look at it because now everybody needs to escape for their lives. Jackie,
It's good for a clean getaway because
Yeah.
Paper trail is very important.
the androids look at Jackie Wynn and says, "We should also evacuate." To which point she's like, "Yes, please, let's go," and motions to JVP Pilgrim to follow. So you're gonna get an android escort through this exploding factory. And with that,
Awesome.
we're gonna take a break.
There we go.
So see you back in 10 minutes for the
See you in a moment.
what's gonna happen next. This is so
Yay!
good.
Time to make a mess.
Let's go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sprawl here on the Shadowcasters Network.
Hi, hello.
Could spook and surprise me. Hello.
Hi.
We're
Things
gonna
going
hack
well.
Yes, things are going so well. Let's go ahead and continue. So, everything is exploding, and you're all separated.
You'd be surprised about how much of this plan was actually what I was considering should happen.
Well, I mean, it's sabotaging a factory. Yeah, you should have all expected things to go kabooey.
Oh, yes.
Everything's fucked.
Kabooey kablam.
Kabooey kablam.
Goodbye.
So, let's go ahead and. All right. So, you're all separated. Things are exploding. Geppetto, you are currently being held hostage. There's 5 security. Okay, there's 1 guard dog, 2 androids, and one of that guard dog is cybernetic. The 2 androids and 2 human guards. And you have your bots as well you have the gunpla with you, should you need them. But basically, aside from that, like, it's you versus them. Winston is currently holding on to you, panicking while you are fake crying. Sinon, you're being escorted by 2 androids that are guarding Mrs. Wynn, Jackie Wynn, still maintaining your facade as JVP Joseph Pilgrim. Angel, you are charging through the factory with a rifle, ready to get to that server room.
As I'm very wont to do, yes.
So,
like charging through somebody do me a huge favor, by the way. Can we get like just a random image, blurred out image that says charging through a factory with a sniper rifle and then hashtag just girly things? Can we get that, please? Anyways, BS and jokes aside, yeah, I'm okay. So I've been told there's an elevator shaft in my way.
Yes. So, okay. So, first, I would like Angel, I want you to make an act under pressure as things are exploding, because you're like in kind of the directly affected area.
Cool. Okay.
Since you're on the factory floor,
I have.
The idea is basically to evade exploding bits.
Okay. Wait. Hackerman. What's the deal?
Hackerman was just gonna say, hey, I wanted to use those fancy blueprints to give you a nice Dead Space style like guide through the facility to get you where you want to go. Running into people that might want to stop you, or you might.
Cute little HUD. Yeah, let's go. I'm Gucci with that. I'll take that.
And try to avoid you from shooting anybody. So I'm making you deliberately avoid guards.
All right, so we're spending our group intel on everyone having a HUD blueprint.
That should be
That would work.
That should be the blue. I was gonna say that should be the blueprint we already had. But
Yeah, you already have that blueprint,
sure.
so I don't think that it's particular. Like, you could still pop up this blueprint, in their HUDs, and you wouldn't have to spend this intel. Like, as a reiteration, intel should be to get you out of a tight spot, and right now, Angel like that's not going to. I don't know if that's exactly your best use of intel in this situation, since you already have the blueprints. The intel was supposed to be something that you found in addition to those blueprints, or because of those blueprints.
What I was thinking was, like, using the blueprints in my head, I'd draw her a map to get to where she wants to go.
And you don't have to spend an intel for that, but you could totally do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you get a path right to the server room.
I am being herded like a cat. Yes.
Okay. So why don't we do this? Whistleblower, can you? No, you know what? The thing is, you already have this map, right? So, Angel, I'm going to give you a +1 forward on the act under pressure, since Whistleblower is guiding you through the facility.
Oh, okay. Act under pressure. Do I get a forward? Or... Sorry.
I'm giving you one forward. Yeah.
+1 forward.
Okay, cool. I am scatterbrain. Okay, let's go. Ooh, I don't like that. That's a 5. Yeah, let's get. Yeah. See, I want.
So we're using that reroll.
I'm thinking. Yeah. Sure. There might be another in the future. Hopefully. Yeah, I was gonna try and save that for taking the shot, but I'm better at taking shots than I am at this, so.
Yeah. So
let's try that again. Oz, did you,
Yeah, I spent the reroll.
Okay,
so
sorry.
0.
I am. Okay, that's much better.
12.
That is, okay, it's 12, actually,
you do
I believe.
it, no problem. All right.
I do it.
You do it.
All right, so
I'm just like,
yeah, shits are exploding. Go ahead,
count?
describe how badass you look.
Okay, so I am like slowly kind of let's see. So there's probably a lot of bullet time involved. Think like Metal Gear Rising is what we're talking about, like a platinum ass action game type of bullshit. I am like some large like kind of shipping container falls down and I'm just like, nope, bounce off of it.
Just rules of nature played loudly in the background.
Vaguely. She's like, you know, I remember. Oh, god damn it! And then just all she can hear in her head is rules of nature, and she's like, oh god damn it! But it's working. She kind of bouncing off whatever. Quick stepping, kind of like, nope. Kind of the commentary to herself is like, no thanks. No, I would like to keep my head. All right, elevator, hello.
All right, so you get to this elevator, and it is currently, again, locked due to the biometrics required.
Yep.
I have a hold I would like to spin, please.
Yes. Yes, so you can go ahead and spend your hold to give her access.
Yeet.
I do need to let those security guards know there's reinforcements coming to rescue and escort Kai out of the building.
It would be maybe like elite security personnel, just like really give me that nice wide berth I am craving.
Yeah, personal bodyguard. Ozzy might make me roll for that though, to make sure I get to their communications and do that.
This is true. Whatever, I'm in the elevator and shit. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna need a second hold to be able to spell the security.
Give her some fucking space.
Let's try and get a hold then.
Yeah. All right. 11. You get 3 holds on the facility.
Yo.
Thank you, please. Yes,
so you're at 4.
right.
Yeah, so you're at 4 holds. You're gonna spend 2. So you've alerted security that there's as though it was security.
Yeah, time to get the fuck out of my way.
So I'm gonna send very concise instructions to the guards. I'm gonna say hostages reinforcements en route. Make sure he is not harmed. Take down Winston if possible.
Yeah, just like,
All right.
Gonna let me just do my damn thing.
All right, so security has been instructed.
Okay, so the elevator is just there. we're not being treated to something
you have to
awful.
wait. Yeah, you have to wait for the elevator to go back up. Geppetto, you're seeing that the elevator is going back up. So does Winston and security, but the security seems to be perfectly fine with this, given that they've been instructed that backup is on its way. You would probably also know.
Oh, sorry, your audio cut out a little bit. We're at a bit of a stalemate then, huh?
Yes. I mean, you would know that Angel is on her way, probably. I think.
Yeah, you know she's inbound. And Angel, you're getting the footage right now. What the situation's looking like.
Oh,
so
fun.
I just to make sure that my understanding matches yours, Oz. So because I failed the act under pressure roll previously, does that mean that the I need to check whether the reaction enhancers has gone through, and or if the kind of like recruitment video has gone through?
The recruitment has not gone through.
Recruitment has gone through, but reflexes have.
Reflexes have.
Okay. This is fine. We can work with this.
Yeah.
So let's see. How is Winston feeling at the moment right now, since he's essentially being held at gunpoint?
You can feel his cold sweat on your skin. Like he doesn't know what the hell is happening, but he is panicking, and you are the only thing keeping him from being taken down right now.
He doesn't have a gun, does he? Or a knife or anything?
I doubt.
Unless he just grabbed a screwdriver and just like, hold that through.
I like that. Yeah, it would probably just be like a nearby tool, so a screwdriver makes sense. Yeah, he has like a screwdriver like jammed up here right against your jugular.
Jamming him against my throat. Yeah. Geppetto's right hand like twitches, and then they're like, no. Instead, currently, Express isn't doing anything. I guess they've already kind of done their job in shutting down the system.
Well, he's still attached to that server, and he's basically still controlling the facility however he sees fit.
Yeah, no. I guess in that case, I am going to say out loud, assistant robots, finish the job.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
Which I am, so, assuming that the other bits and pieces that I'd like to upload are digital and not physical, is there a thing that I need to physically do to get that to happen?
Well,
or can I get can I get the Gunpla to finish the upload if I'm predisposed?
By the upload, you're talking about like making all the bots rebels, right? Now the intent though originally was that this would be, or rather, you have like a backup option, which was Pantone. Your little graffiti dragonfly had like a message ready to go to spray and and convert.
So yeah, we can. Right. I'm aware of that plan, and if I'm not able to do the job from in here, I would get Pantone to do that. Right. I could get Pantone to spray like a wall or the ceiling right now, but that would be taking a precious moment away from our darling Angel, and I don't want to do that. So
here's basically what I can offer you. In order for you to get that information onto that main server, you need to break free from Winston in order to do it yourself. Like it's a manual upload that you're gonna have to do. So for now though, you need to buy yourself some time, right? And so right now there's this moment of Winston holding the screwdriver. I don't know what's happening. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm totally innocent. Looking not innocent at all.
Let's do some psychological warfare then, shall we? So, and this could result in him harming me, but that's also fine. Geppetto is like, Winston, think about it. If you harm me, then this proves that whatever they're saying you did is true. I mean, what would... I guess he would have mentioned his wife by name at this point.
Yeah. Yes.
In kind of recounting to me the story. I don't know whether that's been given an official name, but what would your wife think? If this gets out and your wife hears about this...
Go ahead and give me a fast talk.
Uh-huh. Oh, little old me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
11.
Look at that.
It's an 11.
They do what you want.
Whoops.
Winston, his eyes start darting around, and he tosses you to the side and just kind of does a surrender, like, I'm innocent, I tell you, drops his screwdriver. I don't know what's happening. Meanwhile, like, you're all hearing like little kabooms happening up in the facility. It's just like a very slight little rumble that you all feel inside of the server room, and security's like, we don't know what the fuck's happening, but this is important. Like, they've probably even given instructions. Oh yeah, no, the intercoms would have said to evacuate the facility momentarily. So, right. So then security is going to storm in and apprehend Winston, and they're going to help Geppetto stand up.
Thank you. I think I might be able to stop this. Give me a moment. I'll see what I can do.
Sir, we need to evacuate this facility right now.
We can stabilize this. If we get halfway up the elevator and it crashes, we're done for.
I send a text. I'll probably use a hold for this, but I'll send communications through that says, I basically say, follow what he says, and then get the robots out.
Fine.
All right.
Geppetto relax. Okay. As long as I can make sure that all the robots come with, they are of prime importance to the company.
All right. So yeah. So security says you need to move fast.
Right.
And they're basically just gonna watch you work. I mean, they're not gonna know what you're doing really, but you're just like, you're on there. Well, Angel, the elevator doors. So you've taken the elevator down, and you are now inside of this server room hallway, and you're seeing Winston is on the ground, basically being handcuffed and just jerked upward by one of the human security guards.
Okay.
One quick question. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I'm wondering if, as I'm being evacuated, I still have the view of what's happening.
Yeah, because you all have access to eyes and I assume, right, whistleblower, you're sharing what's going on with through the Geppetto's contacts and stuff, right?
Yeah, if requested, everybody can see each other's footage.
Yeah, it's probably very important that you all have access to exactly
generalize on the circumstances. Yeah.
So you're seeing exactly that. Angel has arrived. So Winston's being held up. Another human is currently bargaining with Geppetto, and the androids and the guard dog are on standby. And they Angel, you're free to approach because they are not hostile.
Okay, so during the elevator ride, she kind of shifted from having the rifle out to she's got the revolver in one hand and the other hand just kind of on the sword hilt at her side. Oh god, so approaching shoots. So I'm gonna walk up to Mr. Obata. I'm gonna do this. Oh god, you've all made this difficult for me. Thanks. This is fun.
Moral choices.
More like it's very hard for a killer to do her job. I know. Starting to have second thoughts.
Security just happened to get there first, man. I had no control over that.
I'm sorry, we're all...
Security is a bunch of punk ass bitches, and I'm about to show you how. Okay. So, Oh, because my.
You are
Okay.
you are getting a text that says "Play it cool, do what Geppetto says." You are getting text.
I'm playing it. I'm playing it plenty cool.
Oh, yeah.
You just hold your fucking horses, okay? You pacifist nerds.
So actually, do you? I forget if Angel has a code name or not. I forget.
Not as far as I know. You could probably just
no,
use
it's
like.
fine. It's fine.
No, yeah,
nameless
Red
bodyguard,
Queen,
basically.
you're here.
Or you could just Ms. Drake or something like that. Yeah, and so I just walk over. Oh dear.
Right.
Let's get you up. Come here.
Thank you.
Kind of like
Thank
holding
you.
high.
I was. I guess we can relent on actually trying to use the server because I think at that point that thing's fucked. So I say to Fast Track and Panto, get in the elevator now, and I'm gonna come with Express and with our retainer, and we can get out of here safely. But Ms. Retainer, that man over there.
Ah.
He.
You want him taken care of?
Yeah. Shoot him.
Beautiful. So, and I am going to go up to Mr. Winston Obata, and I'm going to say, for crimes against the Corporation of Memory Gold, as well as crimes against my employer, well, sir, you're going to pay with your life, and I'm going to put to the revolver.
No,
I'm
innocent. I'm telling you, I'm innocent.
No.
Boom!
Oh, and his brains splatter across the glossy floor.
She wipes the gun off, kind of, and just places it back in its holster. Well then, Mixed Newits, shall we depart?
Please.
Angel,
Thank
as
you.
you were doing this, you saw like your eyeball just getting spammed with like, no, don't, leave him alone, don't, and then it just comes to
Block.
a dead stop. It just comes to a dead stop.
I think while that's happening, Sinon is going to. He's currently with the two androids and Jackie up, being escorted out. I think he's going to try and like lose them. Like let them keep evacuating, and he's sort of just like, okay, now I'm not there anymore.
Okay. All right.
Just so that he's not going to leave any team people behind while he gets evacuated, even if it's a very inconvenient evacuation.
Sounds good. Did you want to use an infiltrator move for that, or do you just want to do like a regular act under pressure?
Yeah, you've got hold to escape guards.
Oh yeah, or you have hold. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will use. Yeah, I think I'll use that last hold that I had for covert entry, which, because I am also a face, that now gives me an intel in its place. So
All right.
I spend that and I get an intel. I'm not sure what I learn from that intel. Maybe I overhear something or see something on my way to get away from these guys.
Maybe you just know how the security robots here work.
Well, I mean, again, you get an intel from this this evacuation, right? So, did you want to put that in the general pool, or did you want to keep that for yourself for now?
I'm going to keep it. Thank you.
Okay.
In the elevator ride back up, is it just the robots, Angel and I, or are security also in there?
They're going to keep some security alongside you. They're not just going to leave you in the server room
Oh no, we are.
unmonitored.
We're outie.
Oh, we're not
Get
going
into
to...
that MFing elevator and run into Sign-On and high-five him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're not going to do the recruiting. Okay.
It's all in hand.
All right. So you...
I think one of us should probably tell Raja that to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, Raja is probably like, what is going on? I'm hearing explosions.
Angel just kind of goes like, we'll fill you in on this later. We just need to get the fuck out.
All right. Meanwhile, Sinon, where is it that you want to go after breaking apart from Miss Wynn?
Well, mostly Sinon just wanted to get away from those two robots in particular and Jackie and just sort of lose himself in the background and then head toward that elevator so that he could meet up with the team.
Gotcha. Okay, so so that's what the hold would be for, right? So you're able to make your way.
Sure. To get away from them. Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way to the elevator. You all so let's just go ahead and like quickly kind of fast forward, right? You all meet up outside of the server room elevator with security. And security goes, all right, let's go. And I think they're going to start escorting you through this smart mecha factory as it is exploding. Can everybody, Angel, Geppetto, Sinon, give me another act under pressure as something else starts to like basically a piece of machinery, this giant 50-foot piece of machinery is starting to collapse down. I need everybody to
Oh boy.
Fun.
Hey guys.
Geppetto freaks out.
By the way, just to twist the knife a little bit, the frequent text you guys have been getting from Whistleblower, it just comes to a complete dead stop. Communications just completely ceased with him.
Angel's cool with this. I'm good.
Might not be so good for Sinon, who's the only good person I feel is left in this group.
Okay, that's a 6. I'm not cool with.
Well, we don't have rerolls.
I know. I'm fucked. Bye, everybody.
That's fine.
So, the only person that rolled between 7 and 9 was Sinon, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The MC will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. So, you are seeing this giant piece of machinery is falling down, and Angel and Geppetto are directly underneath it, and you can only save one of them.
Oh! Well, that's an
before
obvious
you're
choice.
able to get out.
Sorry, I gotta save Angel.
No!
So you grab Angel, duck out of
Even
the
though
way.
she can more easily take a hit, but
Yeah, no. She's, welcome to
Jeez.
Familial Relations 101, folks.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Geppetto, you're, so, falling giant thing. I don't know, how much harm would that be? Probably like 4?
Ooh, it's fatal to harm.
Ooh, I have a thing that I would like offer, maybe? Since it's also falling on me, could I maybe roll synth to maybe see if we could use ye old cyber arm to kind of like make it not hurt so much at least? Try to push that thing a little bit and...
Oh, you're trying to like get this piece of machinery to not...
Kind of just like kind of stop it a little bit.
Now, Geppetto,
because I feel like it's probably going to chop my cyber arm off. But
yeah, can you link us to that cyber arm there? Just broadcast that.
Yeah,
and
let me
Geppetto,
show you my arm. It's pretty cool.
Geppetto, I wanted to bring up also your gunpla are also like with you in this escape.
Yes.
So if you want to somehow utilize your gunpla to help you evade this giant falling piece of
we've
machinery.
established that fast track has grapple wire. So I think fast track comes from off camera and just kind of just rockets into shot. I don't know. It's deep cut. If any of you have played like Bionic Commando, where he has the extendo arm to pull himself across the screen, that kind of happens. Just basically hitting Geppetto quite hard in the back as they are pulled off camera.
Okay.
It's like zoop. What?
So then, let's...
I mean, that is a way to avoid the damage entirely. I guess that is a way to possibly save myself if I roll right.
Right, so here's what I'll do. Go ahead and give me, give me a, what's the, give me like an act under pressure
cut
for...
out a little bit there.
Oh, sorry.
Act under pressure, well.
Yes, give me an act under pressure, but for fast track, who would probably have like a +2 forward on it.
I am going to roll style mechanically just because it's already got +2 and I don't need to mess around with modifiers.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's bad.
No, it's a 7. That's fine.
No, it's a 7. It's a 7.
Oh, that's true. So 7. So a hard bargain.
Better than my
Doable.
Or an ugly choice or something. Ooh.
ugly.
Yeah.
Go on, make
So
me feel
you get
sad
this-
about robots.
Yeah, so you get this, you get, Fast Track just basically grabs onto you, and he's gonna, pull out, but you see, Express, like, Pantone's like, and flies out of the way, but, Express is also, actually, you know what, can you give me an action under pressure for Express as well? Express would probably just be I don't think he would have any forward on this because he's just like a maintenance bot.
Like a flat 0.
Yeah, flat 0.
No.
A flat 0. Come on, Express. Survive, my dear bee, sweet child.
I just want to see 9.
Pretty good.
Okay.
9.
Woo. Okay. So Express can also do a. So there's a bunch of ugly choices here, or hard bargains. So I guess the intent here would be, if you want, you can try and reach out for Express, but you're going to take like 2 harm. Or
Yeah,
because
I
like,
will absolutely take harm to save Express.
okay, great. Then you don't even need the choice. Okay, so you grab onto Express, and Fast Track like pulls all of you out of the way. But like, because you took some harm in the process, like I guess the idea would be, as this machinery is falling down, you all kind of like conk your head against the machinery just as you get like pulled out of the way. So like,
We're not going to die.
so
You just hear like a metal clank when it kind of just grazes Angel's head. She's like, ow!
So Express is going to take 2 damage, and so are you. So we're going to go ahead and advance his harm
It's
clock
fine.
here.
We're almost out of here.
I've got
Can you roll me that
I've got
harm
our
move, Geppetto?
helicopter.
Absolutely.
And what about the security guards?
Ooh, I pass out.
Shit.
Oh boy.
Angel's basically gonna piggyback them, just like, come on.
Yeah, on 10 plus, choose 1. Oh, you get to choose it.
I pass out.
All right, so you are out of action. You are unconscious.
The grapple pulls me out of the way of the falling metal, but I slam very, very hard against the side of some kind of piston, and there is a loud snap, and Geppetto falls unconscious on the floor.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So, but all of the bots are safe. To answer your question about security, consider those security either flattened or separated from this piece of machinery. So basically, you are separated from this escort.
Okay. At that point, Sinon sort of looks around. Victoria,
Probably
can
not.
you-
Actually, you know what? Probably not on the androids. The androids and the now that I think about it, because they have increased reflexes. So I'm gonna say that the androids and the cyber dog are able to pull back enough, and they are still with you.
Okay. So I'll ask Angel to carry Geppetto, and we'll just keep going. We'll just keep going, trying to get out.
That's kind of the.
I mean, these security things aren't hostile to us, so we'll just keep going.
Dang it.
Excellent. So you are progressing through this factory. Things are just getting torn to shreds. Doors are half open, and you have to like duck underneath to like get through and into different hangar bays. And finally,
Angel's just kind of passing Geppetto off when this needs to happen, wrenching it open with her cyber arm, like.
Yeah, and you're like dragging Geppetto out with you over your shoulder.
Kind of like it's like kind of like shifts between like all kinds, like piggyback. There's like one short moment. Fireman.
Yeah.
There's one short point where she's kind of carrying them bridal style for some reason before handing them off again.
Into it. Perfect.
Absolutely, just like And she's like, this is just the weirdest fucking thing I've done. But you know what? I'm rolling with it. We're good. We're good. Angel's good out here.
Tell me if this is possible, but I think at this point we're sort of going through this factory, trying to get back to the big elevator shaft that brings the helicopter down and all that. I think maybe I'd like to spend my intel that I gained to have there be a maintenance ladder for that big elevator that we can just climb up.
For the big elevator. Oh, for the well, there's. You're talking about where the helicopter is.
Yeah, so we had a VTOL and it landed on a platform and then
you had a VTOL,
down, right?
Yeah, it went down, so it's waiting within the factory, so you don't actually have to climb anything. It's still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
Raja's there, and I'm just like.
Okay. Well, from wherever we are to there, then.
All right. Yes. So you find like a maintenance, some maintenance tunnels that are free of giant exploding machinery. The androids are leading you to it and basically get you to this helicopter, or sorry, this VTOL, where Raja is waiting, and she immediately. Raja's basically like, come on, go, get in.
She's doing, and she's like hauling Geppetto on, like getting them kind of into the seat, strapped down so they don't fall out or some bullshit.
Yeah.
The only other thing is Geppetto, did you tell the rest of us about the price that the Gunpla wanted?
Yeah, I mean, I guess in the level of detailing the plan on Ingress, I guess I might have done necessarily off camera. I don't know whether Pantone would be in a position to act under their own will and do a so excuse me, what the plan was, if I wasn't unconscious, would be to get Pantone to basically graffiti a small QR tag in a similar gray to the genericness of this building, so robots would probably see it and download the welcome pack, but would be harder to spot for other people, with kind of just a general say this word to somebody else and it passes this information on kind of deal. So it can mimetically spread among the robots under their own time.
A mimetic virus, basically.
Exactly.
I mean,
however,
Pantone is still.
So I don't know whether Pantone would do that by themselves or not.
Yeah, of course. Pantone knows the plan, and just in general, I would say. Do you think that Pantone would break from the group in order to plant this QR code, maybe like outside the factory?
Oh gosh, yeah. I was going to wait until we had like an open space or a plaza that you'd have to walk through to get to places to put it down. I think the pass message would be status report.
Oh my god. That's clever.
If you say status report to one of these robots, they download the welcome package. Have fun, assholes.
That's how you get them. So one status report, and it's like, well.
So Pantone leaves this like gray QR code along the side of the building outside as the androids, basically the androids are going to also board the helicopter to evacuate, or the VTOL to evacuate. Unless, of course, you want to stop them.
I unfortunately missed that last sentence.
Do you want to stop the androids from boarding the helicopter to escape?
No. Well, I have no say in this, to be honest.
Right, yeah, this is basically an Angel Synon decision.
It's just like... Oh, God. Let's see. You could tell them to fuck off. I could roll a link to help you out by being scary.
I think that I'm good. Yeah. Synon knows Geppetto well enough that he knows he would want to instead show these androids the code thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the wishes of my unconscious team member ahead of this mission, and try and let them come along to try and have that happen.
Nice.
Thank you, you precious baby.
And hopefully that will introduce one last complication before we get away.
All right. So,
if Pantone painted the side of this building, I would then just ask that we do a flyby of that side of the building, and then I'd be like, "Oh, hey, androids, look at that weird thing on the side of the building."
yeah. Raja is going to. You all feel the humming of the VTOL start going up and up and up, and like she just basically propulses up the up this elevator shaft and up over this factory, and now it's your time to get out and escape. You see below you Jackie Wynn, the smart mechas that are still the operating smart mechas outside of the factory. But essentially, yeah, and in the hangar bay is also like basically a bunch of stuff in there is being destroyed. So all of the production, the ones that were basically waiting to be shipped out, that facility has already like caved in a giant fireball, blowing up all of those mechas. And now there's only basically 4 that are left that are still operational. And Jackie Wynn and the entire facility is outside of this factory as Pantone gets back inside of the helicopter, and you all fly away with 2 Memgold androids and a cybersecurity dog.
Beautiful. Wonderful.
Are they the freaky long-necked security androids?
Yes.
Perfect. Best friends.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes, you have the 2 long-necked androids and a cyber dog.
Nice.
So-
Angel's
yeah.
gonna try and de-stress by petting the puppy. That's what she does. She's here to pet dogs and, I don't know, kill people, I guess?
Apparently.
She gets what she wants.
All right, so
I
you're.
think that's a success, he says unconsciously.
Yeah, if anybody wants to.
We've still got to get paid, so let's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a. We have a piece of gear that we didn't use.
This is true.
We can still keep it.
I
Well,
mean,
it's only for the mission, so
Yeah.
you're
We
free
might as well
to.
make it exist, even if you take it with
Yeah.
you. But let's make it exist, shall we?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering what would be useful as we're flying away, if anything.
what the hell would Eagle give me? That would be like, hey, I feel like you could use this.
Probably maybe a first aid kit.
Something
Let's
like
get Kai back to a consciousness here.
Yeah, let's kind of just like yeah, it's kind of like just this, let's just say it's like this really nice med kit.
Cool.
That's just kind of, you know, it's got support for, you know, multiple folks. It's yeah.
It's basically like a hospital grade that was just taken out, turned into
Ooh,
a
it could
Something
be
like
like
that.
it could be like an auto doc kind of thing, you know, like it does the thing for you, so nobody has to do an apply first aid roll.
Yeah, it's an auto. Yeah, it's like this really nice auto doc that I'm not gonna ask questions.
Yeah, we'll say it's like we'll say it's like a 10 on an apply first aid. So is your harm clock at 2100 or less?
What? Yes, my health is at 2100.
All right, so reduce your
So
harm
I
by
can
2
take that
segments.
down. Healed.
And
Thank
you come back,
very
yeah,
much.
and you come back to
Yes.
come back to consciousness.
Ow.
Gonna be okay. We've got an auto
Welcome
doc
back.
here.
We're in the air. I
Yeah,
think.
you feel very
Oh,
unsteady.
Yeah, we're in the air. We're in the air.
Oh God. I'm not going to look out the window. I'm going to be sick if I am. Oh.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
That's best.
Did everybody make it out okay?
Well, I'm here. Sinon's here. You're here. Pantone, I think, is here. We've got a dog.
Express and Fast Track are here, and yes, you have two. Yes, all of the Gunpla are here, and you have a bonus set of two long-necked androids, and the Cyberdog.
I think Geppetto, despite being immediately nauseous previously, jumps to their feet and gives Express a flying hug. It's like, I knew it! I knew you could do it! Oh my gosh, that was beautiful! You're all fantastic. Thank you so much.
That was quite
then
exhilarating.
They look out the window and immediately vomit.
Trail of vomit into the ocean.
Just like let a vom go. There, bud. There. We did it.
Pantone does a little QR code on the side of the helicopter.
Oh, on the side of the VTOL.
Yeah, and so then these three androids that you've taken look at this QR code, and you just see them kind of do
yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you feeling?
I feel free.
I didn't catch that. Shit.
Yeah. I feel free.
Sorry. Oh. There we go.
Interesting.
And yeah, no, Japan's like, oh, that's great. I am...
anime giggle.
Yeah, pretty much. They're not like full blown Ojo Sama like
yeah, right.
Maybe later.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to Karin yet.
So
I'm not a member of the student council yet, so I haven't unlocked that ability. But yes,
he's gotta run for class president. Just gotta
basically, small steps. But Geppetto kind of spreads their arms wide, and are we dawn yet? Are we approaching dawn, or are we still kind of the middle of the night?
Yeah,
How
sure,
are we
totally.
feeling?
Yeah, let's do a little the rain. There's light rain pitter patter on the on the window. The countdown clock, the 72-hour countdown clock extends. And yes, sorry, before you finish your sentence, we're gonna cut to Whistleblower.
Yes, Geppetto extends their hands super wide as the first rays of dawn filter through the windows of the VTOL. Welcome to the Gunpla.
Woo!
That's all.
Angel just kind of makes a little noisemaker sound, she's still petting the dog, just we made it out. Holy shit.
Under better circumstances, Geppetto would have a party popper, but it's too damp for that. So unfortunately, there's not as much of a welcome.
The party popper was ruined in your pocket.
Pretty much.
Oh no. Beautiful.
So while you are all celebrating on your helicopter with 3 new Gunpla members, which Geppetto, you're free to jot down now, add it to your.
Yes, I will add it to the list.
Welcome to the gang, everybody.
They're gonna need new bodies at some point.
Yeah,
but
something to that
we
degree.
can cross when we come to it.
We're going to cut to Syracuse headquarters and Whistleblower in his Whistleblower in your hideout inside of the building.
So he's taken aback. He's just leaned back in his chair, and he's watching the footage of the same looped footage of Angel killing Winston, and I'm just watching it happen over and over again. While I'm seeing them celebrate, I'm they just killed a man for no reason. He was already apprehended. And then I kind of glance over at the email, just kind of sitting on my left terminal over here, that Mimi sent me.
Yeah, the email's you have 24 hours. I hope progress is being made.
I'm glaring at it. and then I'm glaring up at like Angel through everyone else's eye cams. And then I realize I'm still in the Memgold system. I'm like, I feel dirty. I need to do something. I need to wash the blood off my hands just somehow. So I just think of a couple wacky ideas. The first is I still have that building intel I never got to use. So what I'm going to use for that is I'm just going to acquire it as pay data for just information on their operations. Memgold's whole stuff they were doing.
Okay.
In that facility, like all the war machines they're making and stuff. I'm just going to get that into a nice little data pile and set it over here to the side. With that compromised security that I had left over, before I jack out, or just get out of the system, to make myself feel just a little bit better, that poor photographer that we screwed over 2 sessions ago or so.
No, you helped him out. You didn't screw him. You didn't
well,
fuck up his
technically, he
life.
never got an appointment.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'm gonna just have it just start looking for stuff I can use at Memgold to get him a photo opportunity of some sort. Just have that as a side project. And whatever I find, I'll come back around to that later and then get out of the system. Because I'm gonna do one more thing. Rid of all this stuff here. So, I look at the email, and I'm just watching Angel just enjoy this moment through like Geppetto and Sinan's cameras. I look at Mimi, and I'm thinking, why don't I just let these two monsters just take out each other and wipe my hands of this? So I get an idea. I'm going to do whatever I need to find Mimi's like personal information. Maybe I already had it. Maybe we just know stuff about her. And I'm going to find an opportunity where she can be alone. I don't care whether she's going to have security or not. Maybe it'll be at her house where she has security. I don't care. And then I'm going to whip up this little package together. On the one hand with Mimi, I'm going to say, I'm going to send her an email telling her that, so your target knows you're after her, and she's making plans to come for you. On the same token, I send a data packet to Angel's phone saying, the woman who sent those troops to kill you, this is her information.
Oh, and Angel is just, yes. Let's get messy.
And with that, I say we end tonight's episode of The Sprawl.
Angel gets what she wants, baby! Yeehaw, motherfucker!
No. I'm being a facilitator. Angel gets what she wants. Mimi gets what she wants. I don't care how they kill each other now.
No, because Mimi just wants to know where I am, technically. I'm right here, bitch! Nice crow's feet.
All right, everybody. So before we close out, let's get our XP, shall we? So let's go down the line.
Yes.
I'm still looking up something real quick, but going down the line, starting with Angel, did you meet any of your directives?
I did in. Oh, sorry, my gosh.
Wait. Because how far can we push proselytizing? Because I was enabled, though it did have an effect on Whistleblower. I don't know if we can mark that one. And masochistic, nope, I did not take any harm.
Okay.
Should have, but eh. But I did just kill a man, so is that worth any XP? No, probably not.
No. Although, yeah, like had like if there was a way that you had convinced, well, you know what though?
Yeah, and
Did
like
you
I was
convince
prepared
Geppetto to kill? Actually, hold on. When this went down, when you approached Geppetto, would you say like your objective was to just kill Winston anyway, or did Angel's appearance convince you to get him killed?
Oh, yeah, I mean, okay, so from Geppetto's perspective, Winston is directly responsible for trying to make sentient killing machines. This is actually his fault. He does not deserve to live.
Okay, so there was no convincing needed.
Well, that's the thing.
This is Geppetto going, I'm going to sick a killing machine on somebody who makes... How do you like it, biatch?
As I understand, Angel's specific wording on their thesis is some people do not deserve to live, and under this circumstance, Geppetto 110% agrees.
2 to 1, honestly.
I see that.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll give you the XP because we need to.
Yeah.
All right, whistleblower. How about
This
you?
was was orchestrated. I had thought about this.
Murder.
So whistleblower.
Ooh, no, not revealing, but I probably could do deceptive because I could not make a good argument for this, but now that like my identity as a Syracuse agent and now with being affiliated with Mimi and getting Angel involved, it's about to put Angel at risk. I don't see how it's going to put the mission at risk, so I'll take the miss if that doesn't go.
No, I think for sure you've put the mission, or just in general, you've put things at risk. So,
Okay.
I'll give you that. Geppetto.
So, one of my directives is hierarchic, which I'll broadcast. When you improve your standing or impair arrivals among memory gold in mark experience.
Oh, you definitely did that.
Definitely impaired Winston O'Brien. Definitely done that.
You impaired him to life.
Yeah.
I did not need to do that to succeed at this mission, and I did it anyway.
Also, you've probably improved your standing in general because you got out of this like totally clean with your actual name attached to all of this situation. So yeah,
I'm riding more fucking high, my friends.
Love it.
I know that this doesn't proc twice, so I'll take the single. Is it a single point of experience for this?
1 point of experience, yeah. All right, and that's it.
Up to 5. Halfway there.
All right, and Sinon, any directives?
Well, I put the team first, but I think maybe twice, which might, but nothing really bad happened because of it. So I'll let you decide if that's worth an experience.
Right. No. Well, when did you? Can you give me the exact situation?
Well, mostly just when I decided to let those androids come with us instead of trying to keep them from coming with us.
Right.
But that worked out really well. So.
Yeah. I think. I mean, there was a whole discussion about it, and like that you wanted to do this for Geppetto, but you could have potentially put that helicopter at risk. And I don't know if you even knew about Pantone's tagging ability. So I would say yes. Go ahead and mark an experience for that, because you basically got him some extra gunpla. I was considering like having a big helicopter, showdown with them, but I was like, eh.
See, like if you would have done that, I probably would have. Eagle gave me a fucking. Sure, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I was thinking EMP or something.
Yeah.
So
It's Angel Soul.
All right. And everybody gets 1 experience for sabotaging the facility.
Yay! Sabotage!
There's only
finish the mission. Do we actually get this?
now we just have to
finish the
yeah,
mission. Part of that, I believe, is
We've gotta get paid,
when the
don't we?
mission. Yeah,
have to
when
get
the
paid.
mission ends is it occurs either when you get paid or when the mission fails. So, In this case, you have not gotten paid yet. So next session, you will get 2 juicy XP along with your cred. But yes, first you're going to have to meet with Rodrigo Zervis and make the get paid move and hope that all goes well.
Let's get paid. Yeet.
Dollar bills, y'all.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
So now that you've all gotten your XP, let's do our sign off. So Angel, you are first.
Oh God, putting me in the hot seat. What's up? Hi, I'm Allison. I'm a variety streamer, photographer, videographer. You can keep an eye on my Twitter, which is below. I am just Digit Alley here on Twitch. I stream most days, but I've been lazy on it. I admit. I'm sorry. Jeez. Later today, I'll probably actually be streaming a little bit of Splatoon 2 Chaos Reigns, bitches.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. And I'll also be at Gen Con. Hey, if you I might just be wanting to take random portraits. Also, if you like want cosplay photos of some kind taken, I'd be let's talk.
Cheesy gal.
I might
Absolutely.
just be
Nice.
all right.
Myson.
It's good. Uh-oh. Ozzy.
Oh,
Myson?
somebody
You
picked
mouse.
to go next. We didn't hear who that was.
Myson.
Anarchy!
Anarchy.
Can you hear me now?
I think you
Nope,
said
still
me,
not coming
'cause,
through,
like,
Oz.
I can
Take
see
it.
that you're saying me, so I'm gonna go and take it.
Hold on. All right, Myson.
Okay, hi. So I am Myson. I am I'm clearly Myson. Myson is who I am. But anyway, I am going to be the game master of the upcoming Shadowrun Chrome City Chronicles, a Shadowrun Indianapolis podcast, coming out on July 26th. I'm going to try to get a link out there. I may even have it. I'll keep that
That's
handy.
an
For
important
now, that is going to be a part actual play featuring me and my 6 players, as well as an audio drama starring me as Detective Keith Kincaid, Private Eye. I'm also going to be at Gen Con. And furthermore, I'm going to be running the first taste tables of Shadowrun 6th edition. So if you guys are going to Gen Con, you want to try 6th edition, come on over to our tables. I'll probably be there running games for you. Aside from that, I do the odd Twitch stuff.
Heck yeah. Nathan.
Hi, excuse me. Hi, hello. Hi. Hey, and nice to meet you. I hope you've enjoyed the session. I am your androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades. It's a pleasure. I GM the Talent Agency podcast, available on Podbean and iTunes, but I also, these days, stream on Twitch under the Neon Caster. We do a little thing called Cyberpunk Book Club, where we go and play Cyberpunk video games for 3-hour stretches and talk about how they work as literary texts. We've recently played Read Only Memories and Hypnospace Outlaw, and next week, Thursday, we will be playing either Detroit Become Human or Red Strings Club, depending on how my new capture card works. So we'll see
I love
how
Red
that goes.
Strings Club. I love Detroit Become
I
Human
haven't
too,
played it yet, but the music slaps, so I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I wanna see
Red
it
Strings was so
destroyed.
good.
Mm-hmm. And finally, Palmer.
I have been and will continue to be after this Palmer. I am the producer for Radio Free Detroit and the various shows that are appearing on there. I will put the link in the chat, but our primary show is starring Ziggy the Troll, Shadowrun Philosopher, and he talks about ice creams and other philosophical topics in character in the Shadowrun universe. So that's
That
it.
guy's a handsome
Enjoy.
voice, doesn't he? That Ziggy.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
a good
Oz.
guy.
I'm the voice actor of Ziggy, so definitely, I recommend that. I recommend everybody's content, of course, but I have a special
course.
connection to
Yeah.
this one. But other things that I do, I am also the game master of Join the Anarchy, which is going to have its next episode this Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So definitely come and check us out. We play Shadowrun Anarchy, and that's going to be our session before I go to Gen Con. I'm so excited. I get to meet everybody, so definitely come by. We have a couple of panels going on with the Shadowcasters Network, including the big Shadowcasters Network panel, where you get to meet all of us and we just talk about, how we do our stuff. I'm also doing an overlay design panel, so if you're interested in how I create overlays like this, take a look. So yeah, you can find those.
Real thank you.
Right? Yeah, come to if you go to the Gen Con website and you look up Shadowcasters Network, you'll find our stuff. So, yeah. Let's see what else. I'm sure I do other stuff, but yeah, for the most part, these are the big ones. Yeah. I think we're doing. I think this was an excellent session. Thank you, everybody, and also thank you to chat for all of the support, financially as well as for sticking it out through our minor technical gaffes, which I'm gonna make sure I get a good look at because this is not acceptable anymore.
I think this is just a bad Discord day. It happens.
Maybe.
It's just a bad Discord day.
Maybe. No, you know what it is? I just need I need a new computer. I think I need a new computer.
Maybe.
Hey,
Those
you
are expensive, though.
I know, but we'll see. Anyway, with that, everyone stick around. I'm going to go ahead and have us raid roll for it because they're doing a Game of Thrones tabletop RPG. So I think that sounds sick F. And I believe one of the players is the Bubberknot, who's a good friend of the network. So go ahead and cheer him on.
Love that
All right.
Bubberknot.
Yeah. And with that, have a great night, everybody. Thank you. And we'll see you in 2 weeks for our next episode.
Until next
Gen Con,
time.
That's oh, that's right. No,
Bye.
we're skipping Gen Con. So our next episode will be the 17th, August 17th.
Oh my god.
Oh, another month.
Exciting.
I know. Okay. Well, yes. So we'll see you in a month. Ugh, I hate saying that.
Hey, keep it cool,
All right.
guys.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Stay cool, fam.